Hey guys, Zelonius here. Welcome to another video on the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you my latest 4-2-2 custom tactics. I was going to do one about gameplay from the Weekend League today, but I'm doing this one today instead because I've had quite a few people asking me saying they don't like the 4-3-2-1 or the really attacking 3-4-2-1 or the really defensive 5-4-1. So they want an alternative, more balanced formation. So we're going back to one of the classics. So in this video, I'm going to give you the tactics for that. I'm going to go in depth about that. I'm going to explain exactly how it works, how you should be setting up a game, and what makes it so good. Then tomorrow, I'm going to do attacking and defending tips based on how a 20-0 player, myself, plays, and that'll include weekend league highlights, and that's you've got that to look forward to. And then Friday, we are going to have the Bundesliga team of the season. I will be doing a tier list for that. If you like these type of videos and you're new to the channel, please do consider subscribing. Every single day I'm releasing a video trying to help you guys get better at the game, teach you about all the best players. I appreciate all the support. I read all the comments. Thank you for everyone who allows me to keep doing this for a job. Okay, so this is the team that I hit 19. I was 19-0, and we went into the last game, and he was a pretty good player, and I went down, and I kind of just went all out attack and concede. So I went 19-1 with this team. I think if I'd have needed to win the last game, I could have, but it didn't really matter. The red picks I got, I will show you them. Not spectacular, to be honest. Kane, Saka, and Saliba. Casemiro, Kane, honestly, are probably for me, the way I like to play, probably just going to be fodder. Probably, if I was playing new gen mode, I'd probably use Casemiro, but they're probably going to be fodder that I'm going to be putting in a good SBC at some point. I would like to fit Saka and Saliba into the team, though. I think they could be pretty good. My tradable pack was about as bad as it could get, so that was pretty disappointing. So, if you've watched my tactics video recently where I showed you my full setup, you'll see that I had an ultra defensive, ultra attacking, the 5-4-1 and 3-4-2-1. For me, I don't use those that often. The main tactic, my hair's a mess today, boys, apologies. The main formation that I tend to use will be the one that's on the defensive, and then generally speaking, I will be switching to an attacking version of that. When I say attacking version, more attacking version. That's generally pretty similar, just more aggressive but press after possession loss. So let's show you the formation. So this is how I've got it set up in game. You should, at this point in the game, hopefully have attackers who have 5-star weak foots. I would like to replace Rooney with a 5-5 player eventually, but he's very good. And I lost a lot of coins on him because he became the team of the. He was the level 30 reward, and he dropped about 3 times his value, so that hurt my coin balance quite a bit. But ideally, you want 5-star attackers. If you do not, though, then you want, if they don't have a 5-star weak foot, you want right footers on the right so they can shoot across goal, and left footers on the left. Generally speaking, finesse shots are not very good on this game. They occasionally are decent in one-on-ones. That is about it. I rarely use them. Same goes for your Lam and Ram. Left foot on the left, right foot on the right. This team's built for the 4-3-2-1. So it's built to have Kaka as the middle striker, Rooney is the right centre forward, and Tadic is the left centre forward. So it works for that. And then Kudus would be left centre mid. Simons would be right centre mid. So I don't need to change it up for that. But for this video, for the sake of this is how the team would be set up. You'd ideally again have a right foot at the ram. For the CDMs, I like in this formation to have one on stay back. That'd be the slower, generally more defensive-minded one. Neither of these are that defensive minded, but Luka Modric, I think, is the better defender, and he's a little bit slower, not quite as good. It was crazy to say because this Modric is insane, but this Simons is probably better going forward than one of the team of the year midfielders. So I'd put him on step back. Xavi Simons, by the way, is just insane. One of the best players I've ever used on the game when it comes to dribbling on the ball. He's just insane. Now, there's 2 ways you can play this formation. You can either play super attacking and have overlap on your fullbacks and balanced attack. I would generally avoid that. I think it's too much. I think this formation, part of the balance is that you're very solid defensively but still have plenty of options going forward. So in this video, I will be having them on staying back. However, that is an option. I'll talk about more when we come to the actual tactic. The tactic, or the instructions even, but the tactic, nothing fancy here. Width, not too low. I don't really ever go lower than that. I don't want to be too compact and then allow so much space on the wings. You don't want to go too high and allow a lot of space for the middle. 50 depth, fairly decent. The build-up, balanced direct passing is very rare. I will deviate from this. Balanced direct passing just works super well, in my opinion. It's very, very good. The width at 60, definitely viable. I think that if you go too high, you lose a lot of options in the middle. But I think this formation with the lamb and ram, you can stretch teams with the width being high and then get cutbacks and make more space in the middle. You can lower the width if you think you're struggling to break people down, though. I do think, though, at times, a lot of players fall into the trap of not using width enough. And when they don't use width enough, I'm not saying width is in the tactic, but I'm saying in actual FIFA in-game, they don't go out wide. They end up just attacking through the middle. It becomes very one-dimensional and easier to defend. The instructions, they are pretty standard as well in this formation. There are two options you can really have for the strikers. It generally revolves around, do you want getting behind or mixed attack? On the defensive version, where I'm not pressing as aggressively, I have mixed attack. On the attacking version, where we go more aggressive on the press, so we're trying to win the ball higher up, I go getting behind. So you will see that there. Stay central, stay forward is what I like. You could go balanced width, but I think stay central, stay forward works really well, especially when counter-attacking. Having two men up front allows a lot of interchange together, which I think works very well. For the lab and rab, I always go come back on defense. You can go get into the box on crosses as well. That makes them make more runs in behind, but I like the balance of this. For the CDMs, cut passing lanes on both of them, cover centre on both of them. You definitely want them staying in front of your back four, and then stay back while attacking, like I said earlier, on the more defensive-minded one. And then when it comes to the defence, I leave it all on default, except for I change the fullbacks to stay back. Like I say, you can go balanced overlap, but for me, I like the stay back balance a lot more. I think it helps this formation. But if you are struggling to break people down, you can go to the balanced overlap. Keeper, I don't think it does anything, so I've stopped doing anything there. This is the more attacking version, very similar, just up the depth, up the press, and then the players in boxes up one and the width is slightly lowered. The formation, you don't need to change where anyone plays. I do go getting behind on this version because it's more aggressive. You could put get into the box and cross, but I still don't think you need to. I do change, though, come back on defense to basic defense support. It means they're not going to sit quite as deep. It allows you to counter a lot easier because you're trying to win the ball high up the pitch anyway. Like I said, this one would be the version where you'd be more like to go balanced overlap because you would be losing when you apply this tactic. But for me, it's definitely not needed. This formation, though, very versatile, very well-rounded. Two strikers is always very nice for build-up play. He's very good at keeping the ball. It's very solid defensively with two CDMs in the back four, especially when you get the cams on comeback on defense. It's always going to be a top-tier meta tactic on FIFA, in my opinion, and get good results. And very balanced and a good one for a lot of people to use. Hopefully this video has helped you out. As always, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Appreciate the support. Keep it spicy. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow. Peace.